dread it, run from it, destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face. Who the hell are you guys?
Hey everybody, it's finally here, time to freak out. There was an idea. You release a trailer to break the internet, the Avengers Infinity War trailer. If you're just finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get everything. There's going to be giveaway stuff happening at the end of the video I'll explain, but let's just start with the beginning first and go through this shot by shot. The speech that Nick Fury is giving at the beginning of the trailer, then each of the separate Avengers characters starts giving, like they each get a line from that dialogue, is when Nick Fury was originally explaining the Avengers initiative to them after Coulson died in the first Avengers film. There was an idea. But you start in outer space on Earth, then you see Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, and it looks like Hulk crashes through it, and they're just like, what the hell is going on? Dr. Bruce Banner, how did you wind up here? You see Tony Stark, and it seems like he's still having nightmares ever since Scarlet Witch gave him that vision of the Chitauri and all the dead Avengers. You jump to Scarlet Witch and Vision, who is now looking like a normal man, but you still see the mind gem in his forehead. But just remember, he can make himself look like whatever he wants. There's a big rumor that they might even be doing a version of their children in Avengers 4 based on a casting notice. And there'll be some crazy twist behind it, because the only children that Vision should be able to have are ones that he makes for himself. There was a whole comic book about it, like he makes himself a family. You jump to Thor, who's on the Milano and is still missing his eye, just letting you know that he's going to be Pirate Thor for a little while longer because of that big Vanity Fair spread. People are like, what's up with the scar? Why does he have the hammer again? So this just provides you with a little bit of continuity from the post-credits scene in Thor Ragnarok. You just see him looking at what looks like a dead planet. Maybe this is still in Asgardian space, like he's looking down on it like, oh man, that just happened. That's right, my homeworld just got blown up. You see Hulk reunited with Black Widow in a piece of Hulkbuster. This might be happening later in the film, so what might end up happening is when he crashes through the Sanctum Sanctorum might be during a big battle in New York, or it's always possible that when he crashes back to Earth, that's where he lands. But remember that Wakanda is on the other side of the Earth from the Sanctum Sanctorum, but because he's Doctor Strange, he can portal them anywhere in an instant that he wants, so it's not like travel is a big problem for them. Then you finally get the Thanos dialogue. In time, you will know what it is to lose. If you think his speech sounds a little baroque, a little bit old, it's just because he talks the way he talks during the classic Thanos comics. And it's meant to be this grand Shakespearean villain type of way. So he doesn't talk like a normal villain would talk in modern films. But this scene provides a little bit of continuity with Hulk crashing through the Sanctum Sanctorum. So you see Iron Man standing here in the new version of his costume, which looks like it just forms around him Extremis style. Like he wears little bits of it so he can walk around in that jacket, but he can manifest it on command. Spider-Man, on the other hand, in the new version of the costume, looks like he has to actually put most of it on, but it does seem like some of it actually does form around him a little bit. I love the way Spider-Man's Spidey sense just goes off the charts, and that's how he knows shit is going down. Like, he has no idea what's going on with Thanos. They haven't told him anything about the Infinity Stones, but he sees this and just knows that something is coming. Turns his head and then sees Thanos' ship over New York. So if it wasn't clear, that is one of his ships, but it's not the same ship from the end of Thor Ragnarok. That was called Sanctuary 2. This might be a drop ship that just breaks off from that when he comes down to planets. You get a shot from his perspective up in the sky looking down. It looks like they just started to rain down on New York City and all the Avengers are looking up like, oh shit, it's on now. You get a little bit better shot of his arc reactor. You see Wong and Doctor Strange just ready to throw down. So it's almost like someone's getting ready to land. This actually seems like Loki on a different planet. These people could be from Earth or they could be from somewhere else, but he does have the Tesseract, confirmed that he stole it at the end of Thor Ragnarok. Then he finally portals in. You can run from it, but destiny still arrives. Like, he is their destiny. That's the way he feels about his mission. Like, it's preordained. He has to do it. It's this imperative. That's why there's been a story called Thanos Imperative, but it's not quite the same thing as what they're doing in this movie. We get a shot of Thor in space while we start getting the Black Panther dialogue. So obviously they're jumping around in time quite a bit. This just looks like one of Thanos' orbital platforms, either for portaling people in or just getting ready to attack the Earth. So it just looks like Thor's trying to take down one of his big weapons. He says, engage all defenses, while we get the shot of Proxima Midnight throwing her spear and Captain America catching it, but also says, get this man a shield. So you know that he's talking about Captain America. Get him a new shield. So all of that's happening in a separate scene from what's happening with Proxima Midnight here. So two completely different parts of the film, but we finally see the Black Order coming after the Infinity Gems, like them laying into Vision. We see Thanos has the space gems, so that's how he portals in. You see Scarlet Witch. Some of this is the footage that I broke down earlier this Monday. It's basically the Vision attack, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive coming after Vision. We see a shot of the Hulkbuster in Wakanda. This might be from when Hulk first comes back or when they're gearing up for an attack from the Black Order. Like, holy shit, I'm gonna need this even though the Hulk is back and I might need it for him too. You get a shot of the Outriders, who are sort of like Thanos' dogs of war. They're like a subgroup from the Black Order. They sort of genetically engineer them to go burrow into people's minds and get information, then come back. They're just sort of like this animalistic thing that have these telepathic abilities. But I like the way they have this Panther-like quality to them because they're in Wakanda fighting the Black Panther and his forces. So they have to fight an army of them off, which sort of explains that. Thanos looking like he has the space gem, just making Spider-Man eat some shit. He is going to feel that tomorrow. But it's interesting to note how much more powerful this version of the suit is, so he will survive it. Plus he does have a healing factor, not a Wolverine level healing factor, but it'll still help him heal up a little bit faster. I love this shot of the Infinity Gauntlet too, because you see Vision with the yellow gem in his eye, but you don't see that in Thanos' gauntlet here, so he's putting them in the Infinity Gauntlet. So he has blue and purple, meaning that he has the power gem and now the space gem, so just two right now. Shot of the new Iron Man costume. I love the dialogue here. This has been in a couple of the trailer videos that I've done before, like from the Comic-Con footage, because that is basically the Comic-Con footage. Fun isn't usually something that I consider when balancing the universe, but this is going to put a smile on my face. You get that nice HD shot of the Infinity Gauntlet and then Thanos going after Iron Man, who there's just no way that his suit is going to be able to match Thanos. Thanos, without any of the Infinity Gems, is still powerful enough to pound Thor, who just got a major power upgrade during Ragnarok. This actually all seems like it's happening somewhere besides Earth, like it's almost on an asteroid in outer space somewhere. This is at the beginning of that Outrider attack. Winter Soldier has finally been thawed. We knew about this because it was also in the Comic-Con trailer. The suit that Black Panther is wearing is the same suit that Shuri gives him during the course of the Black Panther trailer, just like the newest version of the suit. So it looks like Team Captain America from Civil War is all down in Wakanda with the addition of the Hulk. I love the way they end the trailer too. Who the hell are you guys? And then Mantis is just like, hello, hey, how's it going? Just raises her hand real quietly. This is from the scene right after he face plants on the windshield of the Milano in outer space, and Rocket is like, wipers, wipers. So they did cut down that Comic-Con footage just a little bit, but they added in a little bit more. But just let me know, what part are you guys freaking out about the most? What do you think about the new Spider-Man suit? What do you think about the new Iron Man suit? And what do you think about the idea that Thanos only has 2 of the Infinity Stones during what looks like one of the later battles in the film? Like Captain America Winter Soldier is sort of this political thriller. This is going to be more of a heist movie just because they're doing Thanos' quest, and that's him going around collecting all the gems. In the comics, it was a little bit different. The last gem, the 6th one, was actually from the Grand Master, so I think what they might do is they might save him collecting all 6 for the 4th Avengers film, and we'll just see him with most of the gems at the end of this film. Based on this footage and the timeline that they present, and the fact that he only has a couple of the gems later in the film, when do you think that we're going to see that soul gem pop up? But as for Dead Avengers, honestly, I think that if we're going to see Dead Avengers, we won't see that till the 4th Avengers film. So this is going to be one of those Avengers films where you see grown men cry because Thanos is so badass and kicks their butts so badly. There's a new round of that IMAX ticket giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. Congratulations to the winner from my last video, Nick Bolio. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. I'll announce a new winner when I post new Infinity War. So obviously, there's so many different things we have to talk about. Just let me know what you want my next Infinity War video to be about. So there's a bunch of other stuff to get through. Just make sure you have alerts turned on so you don't miss any of the videos, because there's also Star Wars stuff that's coming really soon too. But click here to learn all about their Phase 4 interview in the Marvel Cosmic Universe they were talking about earlier this week, and you can click here for my videos from the big DC TV crossover. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.